Alright guys, so I'm going to be doing a review of Monica Rambeau, Photon. This was a mini-series, and this was another comic that was sent to me by my good friend Chris. I'm Vernon Kid. Chris, thank you once again for this comic. And yeah, so this is a mini-series written by Eve Ewing, who... Eve Ewing really loves really loves Monica Rambeau. She used her in the Beyonders, she's used her a few times throughout her runs, like specific runs. Like she's used this character a lot, so it only makes sense that she gets to use this character in a mini-series, which I feel like was meant to be an ongoing. Like I have this sneaking suspicion that this comic was meant to start out as an ongoing, but they just it just didn't take off. Like it was like at the last Hail Mary second, it wasn't meant to be a ongoing, and like Marvel editorial is like, I don't know if we could trust a Photon series to last. It's 5 issues, and the reason why I say that, I don't think why I think it was meant to be an ongoing, was that this comic really does feel like it was meant for. There are plot threads that were meant to, overarch with other things. There's a few other storylines that kind of, felt like they should, got cut off way too fast. So something like that. So the story is that Monica is just going through a day in her life, and what happens is, after trying to get some alone time after a very busy day, she ends up in a new universe. But the problem is that she doesn't understand what's going on, because at the same time, her universe is intersecting with multiple universes, and it's not like she's in another universe. It's like she somehow broke the multiverse and is now not even sliding through the universes. It's just the universe is out of sync. That's what it is. So Monica has to find a way to get out of this predicament. That's the thing, is that Monica has to find a way out of this situation before it becomes permanent. So what I like about this is that Eve Ewing clearly has a lot of love and knowledge, and not just Monica's life, because she brings up she's brought up stuff like her original origin. She brings up a pivotal event in Monica's life involving that involved Thor and Avengers. She brings up the 80s era of the 80s 90s era of the Avengers, which was involved Dr. Druid. Anyway, no one's given a fuck about Dr. Druid since ever. I don't even think that motherfucker's still. I think that motherfucker's still dead. I literally, this is the first time I've seen Dr. Druid, and this isn't even him. This is him from another mishmash universe. So yeah, so they bring him up. And the biggest thing that I think this comic, everyone was the big talk about this comic, was the Beyonder. Now, the Beyonder has a much different design. They make him, they take away the he pronouns and call them they. They are different skinned, gender fluid. And to which I say, who fucking cares? This isn't the first time... Let me break this down for you. This isn't the first time the Beyonder has looked different. Also, Marvel can't really figure out what to do with the Beyonder. Honestly, they don't know what to do with him. Is he God? Is he a mutant and human hybrid? Thanks, Bendis. Is he a part of a race of sentient cosmic cubes? Courtesy of Jonathan Hickman? Marvel doesn't know. Marvel genuinely doesn't know what to do with the Beyonder. And besides, the Beyonder's a god. God can make themselves look like whatever they want. So that's all I can say. Beyonder really is more like a guide here. The Beyonder is more they are more of a guide and more of a, hey, something weird's going on, and I thought I'd pop in and check out. And that was kind of it. Star Fox does play a moment in here, and they do change Star Fox's design a lot, which actually makes more incline with the character, because how Star Fox changes is they make him more gender ambiguous, which makes sense. The dude gets laid a lot. That's his power, is that he's meant for he gives off love pheromones. The brother of Thanos, rather than fighting his brother. Star Fox would, instead, Eros would rather be fighting, to get some more pussy and dick than he would be fighting his, tyrannical, genocidal brother. We all have our family problems, apparently. But yeah, all in all, like I said, I feel like it does kind of, the ending of this story does kind of wrap up. Let me just put this right here, where you can all see the fucking book. I do feel like the book does wrap up a little too fast, and again, it feels like they were trying to frantically get to the, like, Evie Wing and the team were trying to frantically get to the goal line, but the problem is that it really felt like, this again leads to my thing of, yeah, this was probably meant to be the first arc in a story. Like, this was meant, like, this really does feel like this was the first volume of a ongoing series that they just cut off. But at least that's what it feels like. I could be wrong, but that's just what it feels like to me. All in all, it's a nice little comic. If you want to get introduced to Photon, if you want to get used to reintroduced, I should say, to Monica Rambeau, here's your comic. It kind of showcases how powerful she is too, so that's really cool. But all in all, hope you all enjoyed this comic. Chris, thank you once again for the comic. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.